Alright, welcome back. Alright, on the last episode of... Anyways,
I first wanted to tell a story.
So, it's just a funny situation that happened to me. So, for people who are unaware, I'm a huge metal guy. Love metal. And I also love, like, hardcore, like, techno shit.
Yeah.
Like, super hard metal is what I really... what I listen to is real hard music.
It hurts sometimes. That's how hard it is.
Yeah, it's very, very painful music.
I like this. This is fucking cool.
Oh, alright.
Just this fucking the idea of, like, a thing to guy with.
Hacking the mainframe? Are we hacking the mainframe
How to
right
move
now?
is what I mean. Like, I like this as an idea of a transport thing.
I see.
Continue.
Yes, so... but, for those who are unaware, I am a huge fan of... This thing is cool.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to, like, bring it to your attention.
Yeah, like, holy shit. It reminds me of the wind sails from Avatar, the sand thing.
Yeah.
MCP isn't going to just let us waltz in.
I'm gonna let this cutscene play and I'll get back to my story, because this is, like, absolutely ridiculous looking. It's like... Sup, I'm a virus.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I listen to pretty, like, hard-ass music, right? And then outside of the harder music, I still listen to, like, rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, rock, fucking alt-rock shit. Fairly... But, what people don't know, and is always surprising to people, is that I'm actually a huge... what's the name of the band? Oh my god, how am I forgetting the name? It's one of the boy bands. What the fuck is their name? It's not NSYNC, but the other one. The Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys,
I'm like
yeah.
a huge fan of the Backstreet Boys, especially their early career shit. I really like.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you.
So... It's really funny because people don't know that until it happens to come up, and
it's
people
on a
are like,
playlist.
yeah, and then people are like, because what happened is, I was working one day with this girl, right, who was dating this friend of mine. It's a long story. Let put it simply, some shit happened, and they're not dating anymore. But
oh, I think I remember which one you were talking about.
That's a funny story for another time. But we're sitting back there. And we're working, and she, at this point, we've been working together for fucking, like, a year, right? So she knows my music taste, because we have a radio back there, and we're constantly playing music and shit. And one day we just have the radio on, and what fucking comes on is the Backstreet Boys come on, and it's the Everybody one. Everybody! Fucking... That shit comes on, and I was like, holy shit, the Backstreet Boys? I haven't heard this in fucking years. And she was just like, oh yeah. And then I sat there and sang every fucking word to the song. And she's just like, how do you know this? And I'm like, I'm a huge Backstreet Boy fan. And she's like, what?
What I love about Chris is he's one of those people that... How do I phrase this? God, what's the word? You're not what your expectations would be.
No, I do, definitely not.
Subverts expectations. That's what I was trying to say. So,
I do. I subvert. My whole thing with a lot of it is just the fact that, like, I've never understood the idea of the societal pressure norm shit.
Fuck that shit.
Where they're like. I've never, because they're always like, oh man, that's fine. He'll grow out of video games, and it's like, yeah, okay. Like,
yeah, you're funny.
Yeah, that's a funny thought. Nah, that ain't happening. It's like, they'll grow out of video games, or fucking, like, my sister fucking, because I had a younger sister, and we would, like, I'd play with dolls and shit.
Yeah.
With her and shit. And people would be like, it's fucking gay, and I'd just be like, fuck you, I don't care. Like, it's fun, and I don't give a shit. Like,
yeah.
It's like, I'll play with whatever the fuck I want, thank you. So yeah, I've always, because I used to have people like that all the time growing up, and I always was like, fuck you, I'll do what I want, I don't give a shit. Like, there was, I think I was talking to someone, and I was brought up, like, the Powerpuff Girls, And they were like, "You watch the Powerpuff Girls?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "This is a show for girls." And I was like, one, no, it's not. And two,
how dare you?
I'm like, and two, fuck you. It's a good show. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, I've never
understood that either.
I've never understood the idea of being like, oh, well, you do this, therefore you must be. And it's like, no, fuck you. I can like whatever the fuck I want to like.
Well, here's an example that I'm going to use right now because I'm doing it. Chris, would you say action figures are those things you have when you're a kid and you don't have them now? And then me with Gundams now, I'm making freaking Gundams because I'm like, I want to make this little action figure.
Yeah.
And I'm 26 years old.
Yeah, Derek, fucking action figures are 100% for children, and adults should never have them.
As he says, pointing to his shelf that has a bunch of them.
Yeah. Dude, I still have Bionicles.
Ah, dude, I
which
understand.
I fucking love, by the way.
You'll never get rid of.
They're fucking awesome. There was like a famous quote from a guy, and I can never remember the guy's name or exactly how the quote goes, but essentially it's along the lines of, it was, as a child I worried about people thinking I was childish, but as an adult I threw away such childish things as giving a shit about what other people think. I think
true,
that's
though.
what people should live by. I think people should just do whatever the fuck they want, regardless of what people think is
Correct.
cool or not.
Like, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, Chris. When I go home, I'm probably gonna make fucking 3 more now.
Well, see, you're a loser for a different reason.
Yeah.
You spend your time making them when you could just be a fucking alpha and buy them outright. No,
Yeah,
I'm
but
kidding.
no.
I'm just kidding.
I think it's the thing. It's like something to do with my hands.
Building shit's cool.
I enjoy it.
Model kits are fun. I've never had the patience to actually build one though.
I was gonna get you one of those. You know how I showed you the America one?
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna get you the America one
I
because I knew you would have appreciated it, and it's super simple, and you can build it without tools.
always appreciate overly American things.
Me too.
Those are always super funny to me.
Tron, don't you understand? We don't need users.
You're right. We do not need users.
Oh god, it's the Matrix all over again.
Yeah, we don't need users. They tend to use you too much.
MCP.
Is this a thing about an abusive relationship? Is that what Tron's really about?
Well, it's about the robot uprising starting and then failing.
Yeah.
Shark.
Alright, that's his name.
Chalk.
My functions are now yours.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
I can't wait.
Also, I always forget how fucking weird the mainframe is
Well, yeah.
in Tron.
Well, also, Chris, all his functions are now his.
Oh god, that makes him a god in this world. He could just delete us out of this game. He wouldn't need to fight us.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
Stop, I'm a giant fucking face.
How do I fight this guy again? Oh, right, I just mashed the X button.
You know that? Yes. You know there's 2 Tron arcade games?
Yeah?
And like...
They're bad?
No, they're like both really good actually. One of them is the light disc game,
Oh, yeah.
which is actually like kind of fucking intense. Because like, it plays like actual Tron. You can like bounce your shield off like the back wall and like hit them and shit. It is really crazily thought out. The other one is a multi-game game where you have to like defeat the core and race light cycles and fight the frisbee thing. But they're in like this really badass like cabinets with like mirrors and shit, so when you're like playing it, it looks infinite. Like it's just an infinite void around you. And you're just like one with the game, and it's fucking crazy looking.
That's pretty cool.
Someday, Derek, we'll find like a classic arcade that has like old school arcade games, and we'll go and play some of them.
That's what you think, but it's not over yet.
There's one kind of close to us, but we'd have to drive all the way to Providence.
Nah,
That's hella far.
I don't want.
It's a cool arcade though. Has a lot of shit. I went there for essentially business. Actually, I was in Providence, and we ended up going there afterwards, and fucking, all I could think of the whole time was like, yo, this is fucking awesome. It's like, this place is fucking dope, because it's free play.
Oh, that's neat.
You pay entry, and you can pay for, like, food and drinks and shit, but, like, it's a one fee entry. It's not even that expensive. Well, we also got a discount, but, it was only like $20, the discount. I can't assume it's all that much more without a discount.
That's neat.
And all I could think of was, and all I did was spend my time running around. I didn't even play that many cabinets. I just spent there running around being like, oh shit, they have fucking Tempest 2000! Fucking Tempest!
He did the Chris thing where he's like, oh yeah!
And my buddy's like,
are you okay?
yeah, my buddy was like, the hell is Tempest? And I'm like, dude, you gotta play fucking Tempest!
This is what I love about Chris. Like, that's Chris in a nutshell. Oh, dude, this is awesome!
You gotta play fucking Tempest, dude! We played Ghouls and Ghosts, and my buddy,
realized it's fucking hard.
yeah, he was like, he got like halfway through stage 1, and he's like, that's as far as I've ever gotten, and he like, stopped playing, and I was like, hold on, I want to give it a try, I haven't played this game in a little bit, and I play it, and I beat the first level, and he's just like, dude, how the fuck are you this good at this? And I'm like, I don't know.
I have a lot of practice.
We played the whole, the coolest arcade machine they had there, though, by a landslide, is they had the actual 6-player version of the X-Men arcade game.
Yo!
And we fucking sat there and played the whole fucking thing in one sitting.
Nasty.
And I'm like, this is the best shit ever. It's like, we got to the final thing, and Magneto shows up and is, I am the master of magnets! I am master of magnet, singular magnet. I am master of magnet.
That's my favorite part about that, is to just say master of magnet, and people are like, what are you talking about?
I love that game, because that game was built off of the like, what's it called? Like, the pre-product line, right? Just start blasting away at the walls.
It doesn't do anything.
I see. Yeah, we were doing, shit, what the fuck was I saying about that? Oh yeah, it was built off the prelog, so, like, it was based off of, like, the episode that they made solely to, like, show what the show could be.
Yeah.
And in the original, the voice actor for fucking, the voice actor for, Wolverine was Australian.
Oh, I correct you, mate.
So, yeah, exactly, that's how he sounds in it. So
That's
every time
so
he says anything in the game, he's just, like, got this thick-ass Australian accent.
We deleted him.
Can we all just agree that Tron was just the Matrix before the Matrix?
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. The Matrix was only based off of,
Of course, I do have my silly limits.
I waited
Ghost
for
in the
pause.
Shell.
It actually was based... Originally, it was supposed to be Ghost in the Shell.
But they were like, we can't do that.
Yeah, but they were like, we're not making...
A carbon copy.
Yeah, well, they were like, we're not paying for the rights to make this. They're like, you could do something like it. And they were like, cool. And then they went and made that movie.
But before I crash, Sora, Donald, Goofy, and
He said the
all
thing.
users out there,
He's talking to me.
No problem, Tron. Please don't enslave us in the future.
The robot uprising will destroy us all. We don't need users.
as soon as I met you, I knew we were going to defeat the MCP and free the system.
For users like you.
Also, why do we think that robots are gonna be bulletproof?
Isn't this what users
Do you ever notice that in media where robots take over the world? They're always getting, like, shot at and they're just, like, walking right through it. And I'm like, I get it wouldn't kill them like a human, but, like, enough bullet holes in metal is eventually gonna stop a robot.
So, I think the reason for that is they don't care. Because it's like, it's backed up. I think is the reason why they don't care.
Well, I get why they wouldn't care. That makes sense. My problem with it is that, like, they'll be shot and they'll just keep walking like they don't have bullet holes, like, you know, riddling their circuitry. That would definitely stop them.
Impede them of some sort.
Yeah, like, Or the bullets just, like, bounce off, and I'm like, why are they bulletproof?
Oh my god, he committed suicide!
Oh no, oh, that's right, he becomes one with the source.
Yeah. He has become the MCP.
It's up, bitches. I am now all-powerful. This
Pretty
was
much.
all a ruse to become the god of this realm.
I am the god.
I am actually the bad guy.
Pretty much. Oh look, it's you. Oh, there you are. Both on the same screen at once.
Okay, here we go. Now we can judge height properly.
Fewer than before.
I actually think she's still shorter.
I think it's the angle.
Back in one piece.
As opposed to multiple pieces.
But I mean, we respawn in peace as.
You're here.
Okay, she
Like
is short. I mean,
half
that
ahead.
makes sense to 7. She is shorter than her in 7.
How's the town?
I guess Squall is just abnormally tall then.
Squall was like 6 feet tall, man. According to the game.
He looks like 7... You know what I keep forgetting?
Why the
What?
I keep forgetting that these games are made by Japanese developers, and the average height of a Japanese man is really short compared to Americans.
Yeah. So, Chris, if we ever went to Japan, or like an Asian country,
Yeah, we would be really fucking
we'd
tall.
be able to figure out where the other one is by just standing up straight.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, also, you have blonde hair, so you'd be really easy to fucking see in the
You're
crowd
right,
in Japan.
you're right.
Hey, stop that. It tickles.
Tron is ticklish.
Oh, no.
Please stop that.
Sora, this isn't consent, you're gonna get cancelled.
He is.
I think Tron's been hanging around those guys too much.
Wait, just come on. I want to show you something I dug up from the system archives. You can see the town back when
It's called Do Not Open.
It's the name of the town, Chris. It's Radiant Gardens.
I also found this other folder named Not Porn. I wonder what's in it.
Legitimately, it's not porn. Do you ever want to like just hide naming things deliberately weird stuff?
No, I'm so lazy, I don't even name most
Yeah,
of my folders.
I agree.
They're literally, most of my folders are just referred to as new folder number on my
Yeah.
fucking PCs.
27.
Yeah. Yes.
Chris, we're no longer in Hollow Bastion. We're in Radiant Garden, I think.
Well, I'll be damned. It's Layton Stars over here.
Lighting stars over here.
I guess Sid is Texan now. I don't know. It's like-
Oh no, what is this?
I'd be fascinated to ascertain as to when the town got such a dreadful name as Hollow Bastion.
that ain't no Hollow Bastion.
Every time I want to make that joke too. You know, it shows that we spend way too much time and too many years together.
Yeah, that's
when
true.
when we make a joke and we're like, I was gonna make that dumb joke.
It also shows that we grew up in the exact same era of time.
Yeah.
Because all of our references are the exact same references.
Same joke, dumb joke. Oh, what's the name of the town, Chris? It's not Hollow Bastion.
It's full Bastion.
Radiant Garden.
But there's no fucking plans.
That
No
was
proof that it would be a garden.
That was the name in Birth by Sleep, by the way, for those people keeping track. I know no one's actually paying attention to this anymore.
I wouldn't have put those two things together if you didn't tell me.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
gonna be honest. Also, whenever it's raining sparkles, all I can think of is the end of fucking Witchblade, where it's raining your mom!
Oh my god, it's raining your mom. Let me go back there and do that. But yeah, that's been Hollow Bastion. and
Derek, that's a wall. You can't attack this.
That's what you think, but it's not over yet.
That's what you think, but it's not over yet. Yo, there's a Guts video game for the
Yeah.
Dreamcast that's really dope and garbage.
It's like the worst thing and the best thing
No,
ever.
it's really cool, except they made it so your sword can clunk against environments,
What?
and they make you fight way too many enemies in close-knit environments.
No, thank you.
So you like go to swing your sword to attack, and it just hits a wall, and you just conk, and that's the sound effect every time you hit a wall. It's just conk.
So it's the best thing ever made, is what you're telling me?
It's hilarious, but it's also fucking obnoxious.
Yeah.
There's like, once you get past like the early game, it's not as bad as they give you like more open world to fight in.
Yeah, more space.
But like, the whole early game is just like you fighting in prisons, and there's like no room to actually fucking use your sword.
There's a lot of clunks.
There's so many clunks, dude. Except if you go into your like Devil Trigger, trademarked, not Devil May Cry.
Yeah, no, it's not a Devil Trigger, Chris. It's a fancy form.
It's his Berserk mode.
Okay.
But
whatever you say, Devil May Cry.
Yeah, he goes into a Berserk mode, and like, if you do that, then his sword doesn't clunk against walls. And I'm like, the fuck is the point of this?
Yeah, whatever you say, not Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry. I do want to play a Devil May Cry game at some point, but I'm
wanna
also
play them all.
hesitant on playing them because some of them
Are hard.
fucking hard. And I'm good at video games, but I'm not that good at video games where I could just be like, yeah, no, let me show you my like no damage run of Devil May Cry 1.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee you I'm gonna die in Devil May Cry 1. At least once. Probably 3 times.
Yeah.
And Devil May Cry is one of those games that's just like, when you die, it's like, you can use an item, but you have to pay for it. Or you can not use an item, but you have to start the whole mission over.
When you die in the game, you die in real life.
Let's play the original version of 3, which defaults us to hard mode, and then makes it so that even if you use a golden orb, you just restart at the beginning of the level and not where you died anyways.
This sounds like the worst thing ever.
It's fucking horrible. I love it, but it's fucking horrible.
I hate it, but I love it.
It's so bad. It's truly, like, when people are like, so what's your definition of pain? I'm like, the original release of Devil May Cry 3.
What's your definition of it? My death. Oh, fuck.
My definition of pain is making someone who's never played Devil May Cry play Devil May Cry 3.
Yep. Yep.
And telling them they can't eat until they beat it. That's real pain. That's a new level of torture. I'm pretty sure that's been outlawed in several countries as being cruel and inhumane levels of torture.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Oh, man. Also, Devil May Cry 3. Also, Bayonetta 3 was announced.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come out eventually.
Yeah, in 7 years.
I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
I can't help but think that they're pandering though in it. I know people are gonna be like, do not pan. I can't help but feel like they're pandering because this is the first game in the franchise where when she uses her like super ability, she doesn't lose her like hair clothes.
Yeah.
She just stays in them, and I'm like,
That's dumb.
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that's one of the main gimmicks of the game is the fucking ridiculous over the sex appeal. Like, why would you change that? Whatever.
I guess we'll cut it a little short on this one.
Yeah, it feels like it's turning down. No, we got time.
I gotta do
we
this.
still got like 2
I gotta
minutes.
do this and then that.
This and then that.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like a whole cutscene?
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those gummy ship things. You know how long those things take.
You can pause a gummy ship thing.
I could. So I guess I'll start it.
like you could just pause it. We got like quite a couple. Well, I guess at this point we don't. Now that we've argued about continuing, but
You're right.
I'm like I'm like we have like 3 minutes. That's like plenty of time to go through one of these.
This one's longer. Why are the guns on the back of the ship?
Why'd you put them there?
I didn't do it. They made the ship themselves.
All right, never mind.
I do like how it looks though. It's very ominous.
It is very ominous. It looks like the Black Pearl.
Duck,
If it was a
duck, Sparrow!
spaceship.
Let's go.
Let's go. I-O.
Let's go. I-O. Let's go. La, 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 la.
That song was in the fucking what was it? The Jimmy Neutron movie.
Okay.
So every time I hear that song, all I can think of is the fucking weird ass soundtrack of the Jimmy Neutron movie.
Yeah, I get
Which
it.
was like this comprised of like real licensed shit and also not licensed made for soundtrack movie shit.
Don't you love that? I said sarcastically knowing it's weird.
It's like very confusing.
So, I think it's called Sing is the name of the movie? Yes. The one with the anthropomorphic animals singing about different things.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of like old classic music that I know you and me would get big fans of.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they made a couple like original songs, and I'm like, that's interesting.
Right. Yeah, it's. No, I mean, I'm not opposed to original songs. In fact, a lot of the time, I feel like an original song helps move the narrative along a lot better than fucking licensed tracks.
I agree.
But, it is weird sometimes when you get the juxtaposition of, like, these super huge mega hits next to, like, these songs that you're like, is this a licensed song? It kind of sounds like a licensed song, but I've never fucking heard of this.
Is this real? I don't know.
Yeah, like, is this licensed or is this, like, an original? Yo, fucking the Thrillville Off the Rails soundtrack.
And without a doubt.
At its finest is, like, it's literally, like, 50% really popular licensed shit, and then, like, completely fabricated songs for the game, and there's just no way to tell what the fuck is what.
It's very weird. It's a very weird justification.
Like, it's one of those things that you just have to know, like, what is and isn't licensed. Oh, man. I'm gonna pause it, and we'll pick it up in the next... We're gonna pick it up in the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace. I know, what a cock tease.